Hi everyone. So in today's class, we are going to learn while loops. The previous classes we learned data types and variables in Python, and we learned the order and the comparison operators, different types of operations, uh, and we learn few basic questions. So in the last class, we completed if conditions, right? So we learn how if else works and how if else if works or not, right? So in today's class, I'm going to start while loops. Okay, now I'll take a simple example. So the question is, now we want to print now we want to print numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, think now I want to print numbers from 1 to 10. So now you tell me how you print numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, so we can do something like this, right? So I'll use print, and inside the bracket I'll put 1, again print 2, and then print 3. So up to 10, you can complete it, right? So finally I'll put print 10. Okay, so in between the 1 and 10 we have 4, 5, 6, and all. Now now if you run this, in the output I get 1, 2, 3, and 10. Okay, so you can repeat the same process for 4, 5, 6, and all. So I'll put 4 here, and 5, now 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now if I execute or if I run, I get these outputs, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now the question is print numbers from 1 to 100. Now the question is print numbers from 1 to 100. So here we can't print numbers from 1 to 100 like this, right? Okay, the reason is if you follow the same approach, it takes a lot of time to print numbers from 1 to 100, right? So that's why in programming we have something called loops means it's like iterating something. Okay, uh, now I'll take this example. Now we are printing numbers from 1 to 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. These are the numbers we are printing. Okay, now if you take this output, in this output we have a starting point. What is the starting point? The starting point is 1. This is the starting point. So and also we have an end point, right? This is the end point. The end point is 10, and the starting point is 1. Is it? So starting point is 1 and the end point is 10. Now if you see the output, there is a pattern, right? Number starts from 1. So how we get 2 here? We add 1 for this one, right? Now 1 plus 1 is 2. Is it clear? And then again what we do? We add 1 for 2. So 2 plus 1 is 3. 1, 4. So here, so this plus 1 is always repeating, right? This plus 1 is always repeating. So 5 plus 1 is again 6. Okay, now you can see there is a iteration, there's a thing that is always repeating. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the starting point to a variable. Now you know what is a variable, right? So we learn variables. What is a variable? It's a memory location in the RAM, is it? Okay. Now I'm gonna assign the starting point to a variable. Now x is equals to 1. Okay, just think. Now x is equals to 1. Now you tell me how you get 2 here. 2 is 1 plus 1, right? 1 plus 1. Now x is equals to 1. Then how you get 2? X plus 1. So here x is 1. 1 plus 1 is x. This is new x here. So the previous value for x is 1. 1 plus 1 is now 2. Okay, now x equals 2. Okay, then how we get 3 here? Again the same thing. X plus 1 equals to x. So x plus 1 is assigned to x. Now x is 3 here. 2, now x is 2, right? 2 plus 1 is 3. So this part is always repeating. Okay, now first what I did, I took the starting point to a variable x equals 1, and uh, I wrote a simple equation, right? X plus 1 is assigned to x. So this is how we got 2. This is how we got 3. Okay, so this part is always repeating. So finally we have an endpoint, right? So what is this endpoint? So endpoint, so here we are printing numbers equal and below than 10, right? Below than 10 here. So these numbers are below than 10, right? 10 and below than 10. So how you write this expression in Python? X smaller than or equals to 10. Did you understand? So we start, so here we start x from 1 and we iterate the same thing, right? So iterative means we are adding 1 to x until x smaller than or equals to 10. Is it clear? So this is the final condition. So this is the condition. This is the condition, and this is the starting point, and this is the iteration part. Okay. Now using the this knowledge, now we can write a simple code to print numbers from 1 to 10. Now I'll take uh, 1 to x. Okay, now x equals 1. X equal 1 means 1 is assigned to x. So the next step, here we use something called while. Okay, while. This is while. So last week we learned if, right? Why we use if condition if we have more than two options. Okay, so likewise when we repeat something or when we iterate something, we use while. Okay, while, and now we put the condition. So this is the condition. Okay, what is the condition? We print numbers while x smaller than or equals to 10. So after the condition you put the colon. So like in the if, so if you, when you put the if condition, you put this colon, right? So likewise in the while loop also you do the same thing. You put the condition and put the colon, and the next step you put the iterating part. So here what happens? X equals x plus 1. Okay, so before here what before we add 1 to x, the first thing we had to print it. Okay, print x, and you increase the value for x by 1. I'll explain this code. Okay, so before I explain, first I'll run this. So here now if I run this program, it print numbers from 1 to 10. For example, now think I want to print numbers from 1 to 100. So if you use the previous method like print 1, print 2, print 3 until print 100, it takes time, right? Now if I change this 10 to 100, it simply print numbers from 1 to 100. Did you understand here? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 until 100. So here 1 2, so using only 4 lines of code we can print numbers from 1 to 100. So it's a really easy method, right? So for now I just keep this one as 10. So here it prints numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, now I'll explain the code. So always you keep a book with you. Okay, so it's better to write this explanation in your book. Okay, so this is the approach we are going to follow. So we have a starting point, so this is the starting point, and this is the end point. This is the end point, and this is the starting point. Okay, so here what I did, I assigned the starting point to a variable, and this part is always repeating. We are adding 1 to x, and this is the endpoint. For the endpoint we put a condition. So while x smaller than or equals to 10, we print numbers. Okay, now I'll explain this code. So here what happens is x is equals to 1. Okay, so before 10, I'll use a simple, so I'll use only I'll put 5. Okay, now if I put 5, it print numbers from 1 to 5, right? First I'll explain this one. Now x is equals to 1. Okay, so now this is a condition. Okay, while x smaller than or equals to 5. Now you tell me x is equals to 1, right? X is equals to 1. Now you tell me 1 smaller than or equals to 5. 1 smaller than or equals to 5. Yes. Yes, no. 1 smaller than or equals to 5. Yes, it is smaller than, right? So if it is yes, if the condition is true, it performs these lines. Did you understand? It performs these lines. 1 smaller than or equals to 5, yes. Then what happens? So this is our output. Okay, this is the output. Okay, this is the output. So here what happens? Print x. Print x means it will print 1. Now x is equals to 1. Now then it will print 1. So here what happens? X, a, x plus 1 is assigned to x, right? Now x is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Now x is 2. Is it clear? Now x is equals to 2. Now here x is equals to 2. Again it goes to this while condition, not for this. So this part is already done. Again it goes for this while condition. Again it asks 2 smaller than or equals to 5. Yes, 2 is smaller than or equal to, right? So we have learned these symbols. 2 smaller than or equals to 5. Yes, if it is yes, it perform these sets. Okay, print x. So what is the value for x now? X is equals to 2. It print x. Now x is equals to 2. Now what is x? Now x is 2 here. Now x is 2. Now 2 plus 1. So 2 plus 1 how much? 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3, right? Again it goes for this while condition. Again it asks the same question. So 3 is smaller than or equals to 5. Again yes. Yes means print x. Print x. So what is x now? X is 3. Now x is 3, no? 3 plus 1. Now x is 4. Again it goes for this while condition until the while condition false. Okay, now x is 4. Now you tell me 4 smaller than or equals to 5. Yes, again is print x. Print x. What is x? X is 4. Okay, now 4 plus 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. Now x is equals to 5. Now tell me 5 is smaller than or equals to 5. Yes, 5 is not smaller than 5, but 5 is equals to 5, right? Then print x. Then it will print 5. Now x is 5. Now 5 plus 1 is 6. Okay, again it goes for this while condition until the while condition false. Now you tell me 6 smaller than or equals to 5? No, right? 6 is smaller than. Okay, sorry. 6 is not smaller than, and also 6 is not equals to 5, right? 6 is greater than 5. So here, now the condition is false. Did you understand? Now the while condition is false. So while condition is false means it will stop the while condition. Did you understand? So here it will stop the while condition. So it will stop the while condition means, so now while condition is done. So if you put something here like print Rahim or print ABC, it will execute these lines. Okay, it will only stop the while condition. So you understood, right? So here, if you notice, it will print numbers until 5. It will print numbers until 5. So this is what happens. Okay, so that's why you keep a book, okay, and write these steps in the book. Okay, so here x is so finally it print numbers from 1 to 5, right? But if you see the code, the final value for x is 6. Now I'll print like this. Now if I print x after the while condition, what happens? Now again I'll explain the same question. X is equals to 1, no. Now tell me 1 smaller than or equals to 5. No. Yes, right, sorry. Yes. Then it print x. This is the output box. Okay. Now x is 1, no. 1 plus 1 is, now x is 2. Now tell me 2 smaller than or equals to 5. Yes. Again print x. 2. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 smaller than or equals to 5. Yes. Print x. 3. 3 plus 1 is, now x, the value for x is now 4. Now tell me 4 smaller than or equals to 5. Yes. Again print x 4. So now 4 plus 1 is 5. So 5 smaller than or equals to 5. Yes. Print x 5. Now 5 plus 1 is how much? 6. Now value for x is 6. Now you tell me 6 smaller than or equals to 5. No. No, right? 6 smaller than or equals to 5. No. Now the while condition is false. So when the while condition is false, it comes out of the loop. So this is the out of the loop. So these things are inside the loop. Here, these conditions or these printing statement, these incremental statement, all these things are inside the loop. But this one is outside the loop. So this is the indentation. So indentation means this line belongs to this while loop. Okay, so when the condition is false, it comes out of the loop. So in out of the loop, we have again print x. So here print x means, what is the final value for x? X is 6. Did you understand? So finally it prints 6 as well. So in the output here, think you didn't mention this line. Okay, so in the output we get these numbers, right? 1 2 3 4 5. But in the RAM the final value for x is 6. Is it clear? Okay, so that's why if I print x after the loop, it will print 6 as well. Now if you run this here, now I get 6 as well. The reason is I print the x after the loop. Here the final value for x is 6. Okay, now if I print Rahim, it will print Rahim as well. Is it clear? So these two lines belongs to the while condition. So while the condition is true, it performs these lines. When the condition is false, it comes out of the loop and it will execute these lines. Okay, no? So this is how we print numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, so it's better to write these things in the book. The reason is, in the exam, in your A level paper, we get a written paper, right? So it's not a practical paper. So when the paper is written, so you must follow these steps. Is it clear? Now so if you put 10, what happens? It will print numbers from 1 to 10. So the final value for x is here 11, and it will print Rahim as well. Okay, I hope You all understood this part. So this is the first question under while loop, printing numbers from 1 to 10. Okay. Now, now I'll erase these things. So here, now we can start from 0 as well. It's possible, right? So we can start numbers from 0 as well. But the question is, print numbers from 1 to 10. Print numbers from 1 to 10. So if you start from 0, what happens? 0 smaller than or equals to 10? Yes, then it will print x. X is 0. So this is wrong, right? So here we want to print numbers from 1 to 10. Not to start from 0. So if you put the code like this, it will print 0 as well, right? So here uh, you can do something like this now. So here what you can do, first you increase the value by 1. So if you increase the value by 1, what happens? X is equals to 0. 0 smaller than or equals to 10? Yes. Then what happens? 0 plus 1 is 1. Then print x, then it will print 1. Again, now it's 1. 1 smaller than or equals to 10? Yes. Then 1 plus 1 is 2. Here, the same thing, right? So if you start from 0, first what do you do then? First, you increase the value by 1. Okay? Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now the thing is, so here we are getting 11 as well. What is the reason? Tell me what's the reason. So the reason is, the previous question, first we print x, then we increase the x by 1, right? So here what happens? So here think first we print numbers from 1 2 3, so until 9. Okay, so here we got 9. So after 9 what happened? Again it asked the same question. 9. 9 smaller than or equals to 10? Yes. 9 plus 1 is 10. Now x is equals to 10. Now if you print x, it will print 10. Now x is 10. No. Now you tell me 10 smaller than or equals to 10? Yes. It is equals to, right? So it is not smaller than, but it is equals to, no. Now x equals x plus 1, how much? Now x is equals to 11. Now x is equals to 11. Now it will print x first. So that's why we got 11 here. Is it clear? 11. Now again print x 11. So again it asks the same question. 11 smaller than or equals to 10? No. No means it ends the loop. So after the loop actually we don't have any lines. Then it will stop the program. Is it clear? Now if you start from 0, first you increase the value by 1. So here we have a problem. So it prints 11 as well, right? So now you tell me how we can overcome this error. So simply deletes this equals to. Now I'll execute again. Now it will print numbers from here 1 to 10. So if I put 10 here, what happens? So first so again I'll start from 9. Okay, so it prints numbers from 1 to 9, right? 1 to 9. Okay, 1 to 9. So it prints numbers from 1 to 9. And what happens? 9 smaller than 10? Yes, 9 is smaller than 10. Then 9 plus 1 is 10. Print x 10. 10, no. Now x is 10. Now you tell me 10 smaller than 10? No. 10 is not smaller than 10, right? So if it is false. So if we have equal sign, then the condition is true. So here we don't have the equal sign, right? So the condition is false. When the condition is false, it comes out of the loop. So out of the loop we don't have anything. So then it simply print numbers from 1 to 10. Clear now? So the same thing, right? So if you start from 1, what do you do? X equals 1, x smaller than or equals to 10, print x plus 1 and print x. Okay, this is the second way. In the next class we will learn something called for loops. Actually for loops are really easy than while loops, But in the paper, obviously we get questions from while loops and also from the for loops. Okay, so it's better to learn both these loops. Okay, so this is how you print numbers from 1 to 10. If you start from 0, you complete this part as well. Now the next question is uh, sorry, print numbers from 10 to 1. So take a few minutes and complete this question, and then you watch the video. So the question is print numbers from 10 to 1. Okay, so how you print numbers from 10 to 1? So it's really easy. You just change the condition. Okay, so here you put 10. So here, what do you put? Here x is smaller than 0. So here x equals x minus 1, and you run it. Wait, okay, just change the condition. Okay, so here what happens, if you use this thing, what happens is it prints. So here it starts from 9. Now it starts from 9 and it stop the program. So here, sorry, it starts from 9 and it print numbers until 0, right? 9, 10, 7, 6 until 0. Okay, so again we have a problem, right? So the question is printing numbers from 10 to 1. Okay, so if you get the output like this, just change the code. So then what do you do first? So first you put like this. So first you print it. First you print x. Okay, first you print x, and then x equals x minus 1. Okay, no. So if you change the this thing, sorry, you change the lines, you will get the result. You start, so always, so here this is the starting point. So always the starting point, we start using a variable. So in this question, so what is the range? 10, and this is, so the 10 is the starting point. This is the starting point, and this is the end point. So normally in while loops, we start the start point with a variable here. So that's why I assign 10 for x. And this is the condition. What is the condition? So we are here, we are printing numbers which are greater than 0. Is it clear? So 10, 9, 8 until 0, sorry, until 1, these numbers are greater than 0, right? These numbers are greater than 0. So while x greater than 0, as you print x, then x equals x minus 1. So finally, so think 10, so 10, so it prints 10, 9, 8, 7, and so finally it prints 2. Okay, so here it prints 2. So 2 minus 1, how much? 1. X is 1. So 1 greater than 0, 1 greater than 0, yes. 1 greater than 0, yes. Print x, 1. Now 1 minus 1, how much? 0. X is 0. 0 greater than 0, no. 0 greater than 0 means out of the loop. So after the loop, actually we don't have anything, and stop the program. So here it prints numbers from 10 to 1. Now tell me, what is the final value for x? The final value for x is 0, not 1. So obviously it print numbers from 10 to 1, but the final value for x is 0. So this is the value it stores in the RAM. Okay, now if I print x after the loop, print x after the loop, it will print 0. Did you understand? So if the final value for x is 0. So you complete this question as well. So the next question is print print even numbers between 0 and 20. So what are the even numbers between 0 and 20? Starts from 2, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. So here what happens? Number is increased by 2, right? So this is the starting point. So you take the starting point to variable. Is it clear? So if you start from 0, what happens? First you add 2 to x. Okay, if you start from 0, first you add 2 for x. And then you print it. So otherwise, straight away we can start x from 2, right? Here x is equals to 2. So how we got 4 here? X plus 2 is assigned to x. This is the starting point. So starting point, take take the starting point of variable. So this is the end point. So end point, to the end point you use a condition. So here we need 20 as well, right? Including 20. Then what happens? So what is the condition? X is smaller than or equals to 20. So before you type the code, take a few seconds and you think. So what is the method I'm gonna follow? Okay, so x is equals to 2, and while x smaller than or equals to 20. So first we print x. First we print x, then x x plus 2 is assigned to x. Now if you run this here, it will print even numbers between 2 to 100. Sorry, 2 to 20. Now think you want to print even numbers between 2 to 100. If you put 100, it will print even numbers between 2 to 100. Okay. So in the next class we will learn the for loops. For loops actually easy than this while loop. So using like 2 lines, we can actually complete this question. So in the while loops, this is the basic. So this is the topic. So we completed all these questions. So up to 8. So in the last class, I think we completed if conditions. So this is while loop. The while loops in the next class. So once we complete this for loops, the for loop concept, and then we will do these questions. Okay, so we have few questions. So for today, we will do some exercises in this while loop. This is the first question. Okay, so the first question is, sorry, not the first one. So we did 3 questions, right? So sorry, in the tut under the while loops, this is the first question. Now we write the output for this code. What is the output for this code? So what is the output? So this is how you get the output. X is equals to 1. Now tell me 1 smaller than or equals to 15? Yes. Yes means print x. Print x. So what is x? X is 1. Then it will print 1. Now x is 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. Now x is equals to 4. Now tell me 4 smaller than or equals to 15? Yes. Yes means it will execute these lines inside the while loop. Print x. Now x is 4, right? Print x 4. Now x is 4, no? 4 plus 3 is 7. Now x is 7. So 7 smaller than or equals to 15? Yes. Yes. Then print x 7. So now x is 7. Now 7 plus 3 is 10. Now x is equals to 10. So 10 smaller than or equals to 15? Yes. Print x 10. Now 10 plus 3 is 13. 13 smaller than or equals to 15? Again, yes. Yes means print x. Now x is 13. Then it will print 13. Now x is 13. 13 plus 3 is 16. Now you tell me 16 smaller than or equals to 15? No. Now the condition is false, right? The condition is false. It comes out of the loop. Out of the loop, again we don't have anything, then it will stop the program. So in the output we get these numbers 1 4 7 10 3, but the final value for x is 16. In the ram, it will store 16 as the final value for x. Now If I run this, I get these outputs: 1, 4, 7, 10, 13. So for the first question, this is the output. So you mark the output in the tute. Okay. The next question, the next one. Now we have a multiplication. P is equals to 2. This is the output box. Uh, P is equals to 2, no? 2 smaller than or equals to 20, yes. Print P. What is P? P is 2. Now P is 2, no? 2 into 2, how much? 4. 4 is assigned to P. Now new value for P is 4. 4 smaller than or equals to 20, yes. Print P. P is 4. Okay. uh, 4 into 2, so 4 into 2, how much? 4 into 2, 8. Now new value for P is 8. 8 smaller than or equals to 20, yes. Print P. 8. Now P is 8. 8 multiplied by 2, how much? 16. Now P is 16. 16 smaller than or equals to 20, yes. Print P. 16. Okay, now P is 16, no? 16 multiplied by 2, 32. Now P is 32. Now tell me, 32 is smaller than or equals to 20? No. Now the condition is false. When the condition is false, it comes out of the loop. So out of the loop, again, we don't have anything. Then it will stop the program. So it print numbers, these numbers are 2, 4, 8, 6. But the final value for P is 32. Okay. Now if you run this, you get 2, 4, 8 and 16 as the output, but the final value for P is 32. The next question. So actually these things are really easy. Yeah. Q is equals to 5. This is the output box. 5 smaller than, so here this is smaller than. Okay, so here we don't have equal sign. 5 smaller than 100, yes. Print Q. 5. 5 plus 15 is 20. 20 smaller than 100, yes. Print Q. 20. So 20 plus 15, how much? 20 plus 15 is 35. 35 smaller than 100, yes. Print Q. 35. So 35 plus 15, how much? It is 50. So 50 smaller than 100, yes. Print Q. 50. 50 plus 15 is 65. 65. 65 smaller than 100, yes. Print Q. 65. So 65 plus 15 is 80. Now Q is 80. 80 smaller than 100, yes. Print Q. 80. So 80 plus 15 is 95. 95 smaller than 100, yes. Print Q. 95. 95 plus 15, how much? 110. Now Q is 110. So now it asks the question, 110 smaller than 100? No. Now the condition is false. So when the condition is false, it comes out of the loop. So out of the loop, we have print Q. So what is the final value for Q? Q is 110. Then it prints 110. Here, these are the outputs: 5, 20, 35, 50, 80, 95. So finally it prints 110 as well. Complete discussion as well. So again the same thing, right? So I'm not going to explain this question. The same thing. So finally, so here what happens? Y is equals to 0. 0 smaller than 100, yes. Then print pi, then it first it prints 0. 0 plus 20 is 20. So finally, in some point we get 100, right? So it always at 20, no? So obviously we get 100, right? So here it asks the question, as 100 smaller than 100? No. 100 smaller than 100? No. So it comes out of the loop. Out of the loop, again we have print y. So that's why we got this 100 as well. So if we cut this print statement, it will only print numbers, numbers from 0 to 80, 0, 20, 40, 60 and 80. So if you print y after the loop, then it print 100 as well. Okay, now this is the output for this question. Complete this one as well. So the last question for today's video. Okay, what is the output for this question? Here a is equals to 10, b is equals to 5. Now we have two variables, and this is the output box. Wait, I'll draw the output box here. Okay, a is equals to 10, b is equals to 5. While a is smaller than or equals to 100, a is 10, right? 10 smaller than or equals to 100? Yes, print a. What is a? A is 10. Okay, now here, what is a now? A is 10, b is 5. Now we add a with b. 10 plus 5 is 15. So 15 is assigned to a. Now new value for a is 15. So here, so the previous value for a is 10. So 10 plus 5 is 15. 15 is assigned to a. Okay, now. So what is this? B plus equals 5. So in Python, we write b equals b plus 5 in a short method using like this. So here this is b equals b plus 5. So here what happens, we take this b, so we take this b and we put the plus sign and the equal sign, and we put 5 and we cut this b. So this is so b plus equals 5 means b equals b plus 5. So b equals b plus 5 means, so value for b is 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. Now new value for b is 10. Okay, now still we are in the condition. What is the condition? We are checking a. So what is a now? A is 15. So here it will only print a. So this print a is inside the loop. So still we are inside the loop. Okay. So when the condition is false, only it comes for this part. Now a is 15. 15 smaller than or equals to 100. Yes, print a. What is a? A is 15. So a plus b. Now a is 15, b is 10, 10 plus 15. So of 15 plus 10 is 25. Now a is 25. B equals b plus 5. Now b is 15. Okay. Again it goes for this while condition. Now a is 25. No. 25 is smaller than or equals to 100. Yes. Print a. What is a? A is 25. Now a plus b. Now a is 25, b is 15. 25 plus 15 is 40. Now a is 40. B equals b plus 5. Now b is 20. Now tell me, 40 smaller than or equals to 100? Yes. Print a. It prints 40. Now a is 40, b is 20. 40 plus 20 is, now a is 60. Okay, b equals b plus 5 means now b is equals to 25. So 60 smaller than or equals to 100? Yes, print a 60. Okay, so now 60 plus 25. So 60 plus 25 how much? 85. Now a is 85. B equals b plus 5. B is now 30. Again it got the same question. 85 smaller than or equals to 100? Yes. Print a. What is a? A is 85. Then it print 85. Okay, now what is a? A is 85. What is b? B is 30. 85 plus 30 how much? 115. Now A is 115. B equals B plus 5 means now B equals 35. Now it asks the question, 115 smaller than or equals to 100? No. Now the condition is false, right? When the condition is false, it comes out of the loop. Out of the loop we have print B. So what is the final value for B? B is 35. Then it print 35. This is the output we get. Okay. Now I run this here. 10, 15, 25, 40, 60, 85 and 35. Now tell me what is the final value for A. Here final value for A is 115. Now if you print A after the loop, it will print 115. Okay, no. If you print A after the loop, what is the final value for A? It is 115. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. Mm, in this video we learn the while loops and basic questions. In the next video we learn for loops and break and continue. So after that we'll be discussing a few questions related to loops and break and continue.